Starts off with Bulma slapping Trunks back to his senses, so that he realizes it's not Black Goku but regular Goku from the Cell games. But right after this, we saw a touching scene of how Trunks sees his mother, and starts crying at the fact that his mother is still alive. Like, even though it's not his mother that he grew up with, in his timeline, it's still a Bulma that's still alive, and he's still happy about that. And it's still a Bulma he can protect, unlike the one from his world that died. So the feels, man, the feels. And okay, it's just me, but like the Pilaf gang, man, oh my god. Maybe it's just a difference in culture, like I'm not maybe Japanese or like, you know, all that stuff. But the comedy they have and like and the entertainment doesn't really float right with me. To me, it's basically them just taking away from the content I can have from this episode. It's basically filler. That's how I see it. Anyway, cut out from the Pilaf gang entire fiasco of them like saying, oh, your parents get a big secret from you about you have an older brother and everything. Beerus and Whis are astonished at the fact that mortals or humans are able to build a time machine. And Whis is apparently displeased about this, because apparently only gods are allowed to time travel, which makes sense. Realistically, time travel is pretty useful and convenient, but the unintentional effects or damages that come along with it is ridiculous. Which would be the butterfly effect, which Whis explains how their two timelines are so different. The butterfly effect, for you guys I don't really know, in the most simplest of terms, is like if I went back in time, the slightest changes I do in that time period or the past can result in a different future. For instance, if I went back in time and easily bump into someone, that will result in them changing where they go in a set period of time, or them being with someone at that point, or even going somewhere, either something more minuscule would be like if I stepped on a bug. That can really completely change the future, honestly. So the smallest change can have devastating results. So Beerus intends to destroy the time machine because he doesn't really want more work on himself, and he doesn't really want any further damages done to his universe while he's on watch. Because remember, this is all in the same universe. It simply runs parallel to our own, or maybe it's a pocket dimension within our universe. But you know, Beerus doesn't really destroy it because, you know, Bulma gives him delicious foods, like, you know, appease the god. And another big fact we found out would be that in Trunks' future, he actually meets Deborah and Babidi. And with the help of the Supreme Kai, he was able to deal with the threat before it became ridiculous, like them releasing Majin Buu. And another fact of the matter is, was Trunks able to break the Z Sword to release the Elder Kai? But maybe we'll find it out later, or not. We'll know. But personally, I don't think that even if they were on Earth, they will be able to release Buu, with Trunks being the only fighter there. Because if you remember correctly, in our timeline, it needed the SS2 Gohan and the energy of Majin Vegeta and SS2 Goku to awaken Buu from the seal. So it's really unimaginable they only needed Trunks' power to like release it. And later we found out that Trunks has the ability to ascend to level 2, which the fandom will be pretty happy about. And thank God, like, oh my god, it didn't turn out like Gohan and like grew soft in times of peace and stop his training completely. Cause if he did stop his training, he probably would have died by Black by now, easily, like get curve stomped. After this, Goku and Trunks sparred a bit so that Trunks can see if Goku can stand a chance against Black. At first, Trunks had the upper hand, but the moment Goku whipped out level 3, oh my god, it was done. Trunks was impressed that Goku found a level beyond and swiftly swung his sword down to like, you know, try to like do damage. But Goku caught the swing of his sword with just his fingers. Just like way back in the day in the Android Saga when Trunks first appeared and they sparred against Goku to see if he can actually handle the androids. And just like that, after that swing, Goku won to KO him like One Punch Man and knocked Trunks right into the pavement. With this, honestly, Trunks now believes that Goku can't stand a chance against Black. But remember earlier, Trunks said that but Black's power increases after every fight he had with him or every encounter. I guess Black should be thankful for the same biology that he got from Goku's body. You know, after every fight, Saiyans get stronger and stronger. So he really should be thanking the heavens for that ability. Or that genes. Or those genes that he gained from, you know, snatching that body up. And while all this was happening, Black was going ballistic, just on everything in his path justifying Trunks had before he disappeared. Maybe have something to do with why he can't sense his energy anymore. When he backtraced his steps back to where he'd vanished, his ring lit up and opened a gate leading him to the past. In the present timeline, his entrance was pretty cool, honestly. Coming through a dimensional rip in the sky. That's pretty cool. It really is. One of the best entrances in the series, I think. With Goku and the gang there, ready to take on the next challenge with Black. And honestly, I know Goku Black is supposed to be a threat and everything. But in the last episode, we were able to see that Trunks was able to land a solid hit on him. Whether Trunks was in level 2 or not in that fight is debatable. But still, due to the fact that he can do that, since Beerus and Whis are there, what can Black do? Unless Beerus and them play the neutrality card, so they won't really get involved in this little debacle with the, you know, humans and stuff and Earth's little problems. Oh, and there's a quick scene of future Trunks seeing Mai. So this will that leads to. And also real fast, I understand how Trunks was able to be cool with Goku coming back from the dead and everything. But how will he react to his Android 18? And how that he's married to Krillin? We know that he knows that she's alive and everything after he left and went back in his future, back in the end of the Cell arc, the Cell saga. But how will he react to the fact that he was able to have a kid with Krillin? That'll be funny. And how will he treat her? Like, will he be distant or anything, or like, still in some part of his body have some resentment towards her? Cause you know they still kill his Gohan in their, because she technically still killed Gohan in the future for him. And also, how will he react of Gohan not being a warrior from his memories in the Cell game, but instead he's a father with a family to raise? Honestly, I can see why people might say he'll be disappointed that Gohan's not a warrior anymore, because future Gohan was a warrior. But at the same time, I'll be happy that Gohan had a family and have a kid, because you know, future Gohan died alone, trying to like save the future and everything. But this one, he's happy and have a family. And I think that's all that really matters. And I wonder how Gohan's gonna introduce Videl to him. Well, man, that's gonna be pretty cool. It really will be. And that's it on my review and thoughts on this week's episode of DBS. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you like what you heard. Anyway, this is Cryptic signing out. Bye, guys.